Sportsnet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Wednesday, December 3rd, 2025. And this is episode number 1013 of Barry on Deck. Welcome to the show, welcome to the program. Hey, hello, hi, how are you doing? I hope you're good. Boy, I am just on cloud nine and over the moon after yesterday. What a fun day. What a fun show. Tony said, can we keep roasting Total Dallas, Jared, and Mark? Nope. Gotta leave it in the old show. Nope. Can't do it, sir. Damn it. Let me get this right there. Can't do it. Gotta leave it there. That's how it works. That's how it works. Oh, Donna, you crushed me. It wasn't even close. Donna knocked me out of the playoffs in fantasy. That's how she does me. That's where I'm at. But I had a great time yesterday. Thank you guys so much for participating. And as always, just making the whole thing not only fun, but successful. It doesn't happen without you guys. A few folks messaged me and were like, hey, great job. I'm like, I don't do anything. It's not me. It's y'all. It's the community. It's the community. So, again, much love to you guys for a fantastic, I'd say one of our better roast shows. And I think it was because you guys got to roast each other. And so that made it more fun for you. And I'm glad. So props to Jen for the idea to open the floodgates and not just make it about me, but make it about y'all instead. Brilliant. Genius. Props to you guys for not taking it too far. It's a roast. It's supposed to hurt a little. It's supposed to sting. But at the same time, nobody crossed a line and said anything that needed to be censored or get them banned or anything like that. I expected nothing less from you guys. And then props for your generosity and all of the good that you guys continue to do through this show, through this community, and through us. So thank you for that. Yes, Joe Pro went the fuck off. Sometimes you get in a zone, excuse me, and you just fucking can't get out. And that was Joe Pro yesterday during the roast. That man was in the zone. He just absolutely could not get out. Hard Time said that everybody survived the nuclear war from Joe Pro. Right? So funny. Hey, what up, Heartthrob? You going to the game tonight? That'd be dope, man. Oh wow. So this is the third time you've played Katie in the play. Oh no. I'm sorry, the third time this year. Because this is your first year of fantasy, right, Donna? You've never played before? And look at you, you're in the playoffs. It's like what Jenny did. Jenny had never played. Jenny, his mom, I'm speaking of. Jenny, his mom, had never played fantasy. And then she plays. She did a bunch of research. She gets her team. She plays. She makes the playoffs the first year. And after that, Jesus, you couldn't stop her. She's a monster now. She's a fantasy savant, and I expect that from you as well, Donna. So, yeah, we've got a lot to get to today. We got a lot of stuff. Obviously, we didn't, what the hell? That's weird. We didn't get a lot of sports in the first 2 days of the week. Short show on Monday. And then, of course, the roast of my face and you guys. Okay, I can get rid of those. I don't need those. I don't need those. I don't need it. I don't need it. All right. CC guided me on scooping up wide receivers and running backs, so that helped a lot. Oh, very good. Very good. Yes, Jen. Jen said she attended the Jen J University of Fantasy Football, but clearly I need to retake my own courses. Yes. Yes. Jenny got coaching from you. Donna got coaching from CC. Both of them make the playoffs their first year ever. Coincidence? I don't think so. I've always said our ladies, our deckets, not only are they good people, but they know their shit. These ladies know sports. These ladies understand sports. These ladies get it. Now, they don't always give their opinions. And I don't know why that is. I think some of it has to do with they're just like, I'm not going to let these guys talk shit to me if they don't like my opinion. In sports, it's like women always are having to prove themselves. So if you say something, then a man's going to be like, oh, you dumb broad. You don't know what you're talking about. And nothing could be further from the truth when it comes to these ladies. So, hey, what up, Potch? AKA the Raccoon. That should be Potch's mob name. The Raccoon. We had so much fun yesterday. Oh, you're going to the game Friday night. Okay. They were at Golden State last night. They're home tomorrow night. Against Dallas. I'll be there. Oh, that's good. Very cool. Jen said, because I'll get mad and cut a bitch, so I remain silent. What up, Keith? Good to see you, brother. Hey, Chuck. What up, Piven? Good to see you, man. All right, so everybody's rolling in. We had a fun day yesterday. We're going to get into the sports of the world, have some discussion. Some big things have gone down, which you'll see in the headlines. We'll get to that. And, you know, it's always open to what you guys want to talk about. Some of you want my opinion on certain things. Some of you just want to discuss certain things. So that's always an option. Just throw it out there. And if I'm not familiar with it, I'll catch up on it right fast. And if I am and have an opinion, I will give it to you. That makes the show a lot easier and a lot more fun when it's stuff you guys want to talk about or hear. So that said, let me move this over here. Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Okay, there we go. You bitch. Why is it doing that? Okay, that don't make no damn sense. I can never get anything to work right. I swear. That's what it feels like. Okay, what the fuck is happening? I'll just move this up here. All right. I was going to say, I'm sorry, you guys. Of course, this would be so much better with a producer. I wouldn't have to be fighting this sumbitch. What is happening? Everything is freaking the fuck out. I'm trying to get my slides done here. Sorry. He is the king of the poor exit. What? Oh, Lane Kiffin? Yeah. Yeah, we'll get to it. I gotta figure out what the fuck is happening. Oh my God. Why are you doing this to me? Why? The bitch didn't even download? You funky motherfucker. All right, I'll figure it out in a second. I was trying to do my Thankful Thursday. What? What? Okay, this don't make no sense. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, okay. This is going poorly. This is not going well. Every time I click on something, it just shits the bed. Okay, dokie. Let's see here. Oh my God. I don't know why this is happening. I saw his welcome presser, and he's just as fake as Brian Kelly. Oh, that doesn't surprise me. Not at all. Does it surprise anybody? I mean, it doesn't surprise me. Okay, finally, fuck. Oh, Jesus Christ. Why is this taking forever? Yeah, this computer really needs a overhaul. I need to just trash this bitch and buy a new one. But God damn, that would be expensive. Okay. Well. All right, let's just get to our headlines. Fuck. Let's just do that, and I'll fuck with this later. Come on. All right, here's your sports headlines for the day. Well, I would like to talk to you. This is so fucked. Yeah, that's not working. All right. Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers. Oh, the Clippers that are in second to last place, I believe it is. Yeah. They're 5-16. It's not going well in Clip Town, as the kids call it. I don't think the kids call it that. Either way, it's not going well for the Clippers, and Chris Paul and the Clippers have agreed to part ways. He was being sent home. He had signed with the Clippers on a 1-year deal in July, and he had not been on speaking terms with Ty Lue for several weeks. It's been reported. He's averaged 2.9 points and 3 assists in 14 minutes in 16 games. They're struggling. He's struggling. It's bad. He's 40. I don't know what people expect. The guy is 40. People are like, how much does Chris Paul have left? Probably not a lot. Not everybody's LeBron. So not everybody's going to, be able to do that. Some people are saying which teams make sense. I got news for you, Rockets fans. They're on the list. What say you? You say yes? It says, while his former team, the Suns and Rockets, make the most sense on paper, neither are an ideal fit based on how the season has played out. Suns have overachieved at 13-9. Got a strong guard play this season, Colin Gillespie and Jordan Gowen. The Rockets are in a similar position as they are not allowed to sign a 15th player until January. Even without starting point guard Fred VanVleet, they rank number 1 in the league in offense. I think they're now number 2 in defensive efficiency. It says the Lakers have an open spot. The Mavs have used two-way player Ryan Nembhard at point guard recently. Atlanta, Boston, Cleveland, Denver, Miami, Minnesota, New Orleans, Orlando, Philly, and Toronto each have an open roster spot. Look, your guess is as good as mine. I saw one post on social media where they were like, "Oh, bring back Chris Paul to the Oklahoma City Thunder." Why would you do that? You don't need Chris. The Thunder don't need Chris Paul. They've lost one game. Fans are like, well, yeah, but the nostalgia. Why would you fuck your team up? Why would you ruin the chemistry or potentially ruin the chemistry? No. Don't touch OKC. Nothing is broke. They're 21-1. Why in the fuck would you change anything? And they're 21-1 without Jason Williams. What's up, John Dorier? For the vast majority of those 22 games, or at least half. But don't touch that team. Don't touch that team. If you're Sam Presti, you sit on your hands. And when it gets cold in the winter, just fart. That'll warm them up. You don't touch that team. In fact, you really don't need to tweak teams like the Rockets or the Suns. Just let them be. I mean, is there room to improve? Yeah. Are you aiming to try to catch or beat the Thunder? Sure. But do you think that Chris Paul is the guy that's going to get you over the hump versus the Thunder in the playoffs? Hell no. 40-year-old Chris Paul? Rockets have seen that movie. Hamstring away. Hamstring away. So Amos said it's the curse of Pablo Torre for the Clippers this season. Yeah, he should go ahead and make it full circle and go back to where it all started in New Orleans. Okay. Some of those teams like that could probably benefit, but I wouldn't touch any of these contending teams that are doing well. You know what I mean? Like New Orleans is 3-19. They're the worst record in the Western Conference. Sure. But no. And then you had Chris Paul was at the Clippers. They're 5-16. Then you got Russell Westbrook out in Sacramento, and they're 5-16. So, yeah. These old guys, the old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. Ain't what she used to be. Y'all remember those cartoons? The old gray mare, she ain't what she used to be. Yeah, there's our resident Thunder fan. He said, hell no. Don't bring that trash over here. I don't blame you, Rob. Heartthrob Rob. I don't blame you, Philip Bernard. So yeah, Chris Paul out, and we'll see what happens. For the love of Pete, and the Rockets can't even sign him because they have to wait till January. And the money and all that other shit. Just move on. Move on, teams. Good teams don't need to look that way. It's fine. Your other headline, Ole Miss and its athletic department and athletic director disputes Lane Kiffin's version of events on his exit to LSU. Let me catch you up on this. It says Ole Miss athletic director Keith Carter disputed several claims made by former Rebels coach Lane Kiffin, including the timing of when Kiffin was informed he couldn't coach the team in the postseason. Appearing Wednesday on Super Talk Mississippi, Carter said Kiffin announced as LSU's coach Sunday. He said, a lot of things publicly that I'm not sure are totally accurate. Among those is the claim that he only learned early Sunday that he would not be coaching Ole Miss in the college football playoff. Carter said Kiffin and his representatives were told several weeks earlier that coaching Ole Miss in the CFP was not possible if Kiffin took another job. The only potential change was if Ole Miss qualified for the SEC title game, but Carter had not decided whether Kiffin would have coached that game either. It's very clear that coaching in the postseason was not going to be an option for Coach Kiffin. Carter told host Richard Cross. Let's see what else. So I don't know if you saw Lane's post on X. Blech. But here it is. And he basically said, "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned." He said after a lot of prayer, I don't know about that, and time spent with family, I made the difficult decision to accept the head coaching position at LSU. I was hoping to complete a historic 6-season run with this year's team by leading Ole Miss through the playoffs, capitalizing on the team's incredible success and their commitment to finish strong and investing everything into a playoff run with guardrails in place to protect the program in any areas of concern. My request to do so was denied by Keith Carter, despite the team also asking him to allow me to keep coaching them so they could be better maintain their high level of performance. Unfortunately, that means Friday's Egg Bowl was my last game coaching the Rebels. While I'm looking forward to the new start with the unique opportunity at LSU, I will forever cherish the incredible 6 years I've spent at Ole Miss and will be rooting hard for the team to complete their mission and bring a championship to Oxford. Don't believe it. And I don't know if you saw this, but see that guy there on the right? He basically called Lane Kiffin a hoe. When there was discussions about Lane potentially making the move and accepting a new position, that cat you see there, and I don't know his name right offhand, but that cat you see there, well, he basically called Lane a hoe. He said, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, and Lane Kiffin's a hoe. And you know what? He's not wrong. Hate to break it to you, Lane, but when you go and sell your soul for the money, you's a hoe. What is the definition of a hoe? Somebody who fucks people for money, right? In the broad sense, no pun intended. A hoe is somebody that fucks people for money. Well, how many programs has Lane Kiffin fucked for money? A lot. A whole lot. I mean, when you think about we spent a day at Tennessee or some shit like that, and it's crazy. So Lane Kiffin has fucked a lot of people for money. So is he a hoe? Yes, he's a hoe. And that cat on the screen right there, I wish to fucking God Lane Kiffin would have gotten my face like that. Because he said he actually invited the kid. He goes, you want to come into the building and see how that plays out? I've been like, fuck you, bro. We can do it right here. I'm not scared of your bitch ass. You ain't doing shit. You'll lose your fucking job if you fight me, you stupid fuck. You ain't doing shit but yipping and a yapping. Lane Kiffin was never going to put a hand on this weirdo dude. You got to say that shit with your chest, buddy. Say it with you a hoe, Lane. You a goddamn hoe. You are a fucking hoe. And I wish to God he would come up. That's the thing. Bro, he ain't doing that to nobody. It cost him his fucking job if he hit the kid. Kid would probably, knowing kids today, they're soft as fuck. He's like, I'm filing assault charges. Lane wasn't going to do nothing. He just talked a good talk. Yapped a good yap. He's selling wolf tickets, just like that kid is. I'd have looked at him dead in the eyes and be like, yeah, you a hoe. I said what I said. He wasn't going to do shit. He wasn't going to do a fucking thing. And it turns out he was fucking right. Because he fucked Ole Miss, took the money. What do hoes do? They fuck you and take your money. There you go, Lane. Let it be known by all. Lane Kiffin is in fact a fucking hoe. CC says someone call for me. B. Hannah said this is worse than Herman leaving U of H. Yeah, I mean, Herman kind of had that track record too. The one thing that I think is funny is some of these schools have to understand you're not a destination school. Some of these schools are going to be stepping stones. Now, for some coaches, you know, they get there and they're happy to be there, and if they're winning, even better. But there are a handful of destination schools. The rest are just stepping stones or, you know, getting experience. Ole Miss is a stepping stone school. U of H, stepping stone school. I'm sorry. So, yeah, it sucks if you're an Ole Miss fan. But he took a job at a destination school. You can't blame him. That's the coaching biz, baby. Donna said, did you hear what Bill Cowher had to say about the move? I did not. Lane said, I bet he goes for the Bama job if it opens up. Oh, he would bail on LSU in a heartbeat. The man's not loyal to anyone or anything, and nor should he be if that's how the game is played. Listen, teams aren't loyal to you when you lose. You shouldn't have to be loyal to them when you win. It's a results business, baby. And if you ain't getting results, athletic directors are going to fire you. If you are getting results, they're going to want you. They're going to hire you. This is how it goes. And he's really not winning like title after title or anything like that. I mean, he had Ole Miss in a decent position, but there's been other coaches that have had success at Ole Miss. Don't get it twisted. He gets the grief for doing this for the 10th time. Oh, no doubt he's job hopped, but who amongst you hasn't job hopped like this? I don't begrudge guys for getting their money and all that shit. You can do it with class. You can do it with class and dignity and, you know, whatever. I think there's a way to go about it. Posh said Ole Miss needs to put some money in that stadium. It's raggedy as fuck. Well, hopefully this will encourage them to do that. It's going to be interesting to see who they hire. That's what I want to see. Who do they get? Damn. B. Hannon said, Barry, I'm 39. I've had 3 jobs. What up, Jared Taylor? He made it 2 days in a row. Be still, my heart. Cisco said, William Chris is my second job. See, y'all are crazy. I've had 8,000 fucking jobs. I had a job before, I had like, you know, I was kind of self-employed when I was like 14 and 15 doing shit. But I had a job at 15 that they were like, I think I've told this story several times before, but they were like, they found out I was 15 and not 16. It was at Wendy's. And they were like, oh yeah, come back when you're 16. I'm like, bitch, when I'm 16, I'm getting a real job. And that was Olive Garden. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I went and worked at Olive Garden as a busboy. So I don't even know what the fuck that means. Damn. Did they really? Captain Pope, thank you for the 245 bits. Much appreciated, sir. He said, already promoted the DC to permanent coach, remains a poverty program. That's crazy. Did they really do that? Wow. So, well, yeah, Donna had said, did you hear what Bill Cowher had to say about the move? No, I did not. Let me see. Bill Cowher on Lane Kiffin. Calls out Lane Kiffin. Where is it? Just give me the fucking quote. I think what happened there is a disgrace to the coaching profession, Cowher said. The coaching profession is about developing young men. It's not about chasing the greener grass to somewhere else. I think Bill Cowher needs to chill the fuck out. Bill Cowher's wrong. Bill Cowher is just wrong. For anyone, especially a guy like Bill Cowher, to suggest that, Lane Kiffin shouldn't have left Ole Miss is fucking crazy. You're being offered 7 years, $91 million plus. He'll get, I don't know if you guys know this, the deal was 7 years, $91 million plus Lane Kiffin gets his playoff money that he would have got if Ole Miss makes the playoffs. Who's walking away from that? Nobody, including Bill Cowher. You're telling me Bill Cowher would have been like, well, no, I'm going to stay here and forego generational wealth, guaranteed generational wealth, so that I can be the molder and shaper of young men. Bitch, there's young men at LSU. Mold and shape them and get paid while you do it. Shut up, Bill. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That is silly talk. Every coach is going to leave for greener pastures. Now, Lane Kiffin has, his own skeletons when it comes to this shit. I'm not going to begrudge the guy for doing it. I just think it's shitty how he did it. That job wasn't going anywhere. You could have taken the job after in the off season. It's silly. And I get that recruiting and all that shit, but take the job. No doubt about it. But work it out to something more amicable for everybody. Cisco said Kroger only charged $10 a week for me and my kids for insurance. That's why I stayed so long. That's cheap. That's really cheap. Let's see. Ole Miss coaching search. Ole Miss AD calling. Oh fuck! Get out of here. Pete Goldings was promoted to the Ole Miss head coach. This was 2-3 days ago. He's been the defensive coordinator since 2023. I don't know that it's a permanent thing, though, Captain Pope. It just says elevated. I mean, somebody was going to take over, and it's usually a coordinator. So I don't know, unless I'm just not seeing it. Yeah, I don't know. Oh wow. Oh wow. I just saw somebody's comedy schedule for the year. Good for them. I need to start doing some bookings my damn self. All right. That's enough of that. One more thing that was kind of out there, the scuttlebutt. Ben Roethlisberger, James Harrison call from Mike Tomlin Steelers split. How you like that? Two legends have joined the chorus of voices calling for the franchise to move on from Tomlin. Roethlisberger and former teammate James Harrison both weighed in on Tomlin's future amid the growing speculation that the struggling Steelers will split with the NFL's longest tenured coach after the season. Maybe it's a clean house time. Maybe it's time, Roethlisberger said on his Footballin' with Ben Roethlisberger podcast. I like Coach Tomlin. I have a lot of respect for Coach Tomlin, but maybe it's best for him too. Maybe a fresh start for him is what's best, whether that's in the pros. Maybe go be Penn State's head coach. You know what he would do in Penn State? He would probably go win a national championship because he's a great recruiter. I don't think Mike Tomlin would want to go coach college, first of all. Second of all, I think that any team with a vacancy would be beating down the doors for Mike Tomlin. Nasty Nate, I knew he would chime in. Yes, bye, bitch ass Tomlin. You don't know what you got till it's gone, is all I'm going to tell you. You don't know what you have until it is gone. Spoon said A&M is going to crumble. No. And yeah, I saw you earlier ask Spoon, did we talk about A&M? Yes, I talked about that debacle. We talked about it on Monday. What is it? Oh, I love the analogy comparing this to leaving his loyal wife for a woman she despises. That's too funny. Yeah. Spoons 347. Time for Barry on deck. Kiss my ass, Spoon. Lane's been fired more times than he's quit, right? No, probably not. Probably not. I doubt that would be the case. I could look up his track record, but I doubt that. Nasty Nate said, we ain't got nothing. Haven't won a playoff game in a decade. A lot of teams haven't won a playoff game in a decade. It ain't that easy. No, B-Hannon, we already talked about that. That was one of our headlines right there. Chris Paul, Clippers parting ways. Got to get here on time. Imagine me yelling at anybody. Take whatever pays the most. I'd work for the Cowboys collecting underwear off the floor for $500,000 a year if they offered it. Yeah, I don't blame you. I think it's more of what Nick Saban is to why he had to leave like he did. Could be. It's probably already been discussed, but I just saw Space City Home Network is going to be solo, and it's $20 a month. Hey, fuck you, Fubo. Staff, record label, crew. I have the app, and I was so excited about it, but then it was like, oh, just type in your cable provider to watch shows. I was like, fuck! Are you shitting me? But now, oh, you best believe it, Bubba. Yeah, I'm so ready to tell Fubo to fuck off if that's true. Jared Taylor, you just made my week. If that's the truth, you made my week. And I was already riding high from the roast. But, oh, I can't wait. That's the only reason I've been using Fubo. The only reason. Oh, I can't wait to tell them to fuck off. Oh, yeah, Roethlisberger stressed the Steelers should not fire Tomlin, suggesting that the side should reach an agreement to end his time in Pittsburgh. Here's what you don't do. You don't fire a guy like Coach Tomlin. He's a Hall of Fame head coach. He's respected. What you do is you come to an understanding and an agreement. It's like, hey, listen, I think it's probably best for both of us. You go, hey, coach, listen, it's probably best for the involved. Let's start over. Happened with Chuck Noll. It happened with Coach Cowher. Tomlin's only 53, though. He has the 11th most wins in NFL history. During his 19 years with Pittsburgh, he's won 62% of his games. Steelers have not won the AFC North since 2020. and have not won a playoff game since 2017. So 8 years since they won a playoff game. Okay. And a division title in 5. Let's see. Playoff. Let's see. NFL playoff drought chart. Let's see. Oh, man. So this is a list of who went the longest without making the playoffs. The Cardinals went 25 seasons without the playoffs, 49-74. Steelers are third on the list, 48-72 without making the playoffs. Careful what you wish for, bitches. Careful. Let me see. Oh, here you go. The Jets last appeared in the postseason in 2010. The Panthers 2017. The Falcons 2017. The Colts in 2020. The Bears in 2020. The Saints in 2020. So there you go. I mean, could be one of those teams. That's a lot. Ask the Jets, Panthers, Falcons, Colts, Bears, and Saints fans if they would rather have a winning record every season and make the playoffs. Even if they didn't win a game. Trust me, I would take it. Let's see. Current playoff losing streak. Dolphins at 6. Raiders at 3. Seasons since a win, 24. 24 seasons since the Dolphins have won a playoff game. Holy shit. Pittsburgh's not even top 5 on this list. 24 seasons for the Dolphins. 22 since the Raiders won a playoff game. 14 seasons since the Jets won one. It was against the Steelers. Oh, no, they lost to the Steelers. 14 seasons since the Bears won a playoff game. 9 since the Cardinals, the Panthers, and the Broncos have won a playoff game. 8 years since the Steelers have won a playoff game. And they've made it in 2016, 17, 20, 21, 23, and 24. Lost them all. They have a 6-game losing streak in the playoffs. But it's a current losing streak. It's been 7 seasons since the Falcons won a playoff game. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, it's been a while, but there are 7 teams with a longer winless streak in the playoffs. It can always be worse. It can always be worse. Nate said, nah, being stuck at 9-8 every year is purgatory. I'd rather suck. At least we get a high draft pick and possibly an actual QB. Amos said, watch your mouth. Spoon said, we roasted Barry so hard he's sick. Do I sound sick? I know. Yeah, I can tell I'm stocked up. Joe Bro. Joe Bro said, did I miss anything yesterday? I blacked out. What happened? You went off, Brother Joe. You went off. Let me see here. Let me see something here. NFL standings. Because love is a wonderful thing. All right, so the Steelers are 6-6. Baltimore is 6-6. Yeah, Joe Bro said, for fuck's sake, the Steelers have been up against Brady, Manning, and Mahomes for 25 years. Be glad y'all won anything. Amen, Joe Bro. That's a good way to put it. You know what's crazy? is that there are already 1, 2, 3, 4 teams eliminated from the playoffs. 5 teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams have already been eliminated from the NFL playoffs. Tennessee, the Raiders, the Giants. Man, the Giants were flying high for a while. Unless you know how much Cam Scatterbo meant. Run game is important. New Orleans and Arizona. Nate said, thank you for making my point, Joe Bro. Tomlin is so overrated. No, he just hasn't had the best QB in the NFL. Those other teams did. Let's see. Where are we at? Pittsburgh. There we go. I want to look at. Well, I was going to pull up their schedules. I should do it on the wikis. Wiki. What? Where is it? Steelers. There we go. Here we go. Regular season record. Boy, they were 3-6-2 in 1933. See, you could be the 1933 Pittsburgh Steelers. Have they always been in Pittsburgh? Yeah, founded in 33, the Steelers are the oldest franchise in the AFC. Look at that. Oldest franchise in the AFC. Let's see. In recent years, where's their record? I'm going to read it backwards from this year, or last year. 10-7, 10-7, 9-8, 9-7, 12-4, 8-8, 9-6-1, 13-3, 11-5, 10-6, 11-5, 8-8, 8-8, 12-4, 12-4, 9-7, 12-4. That was the Super Bowl era. That was the Super Bowl year. Mike Tomlin was coach of the year in 2008. Before that, they were 10-6, 8-8, 11-5, 15-1 under Bill Cowher. Didn't even win the Super Bowl. Lost in the AFC Championship game to the Patriots. I mean, this is a winning franchise. That is for sure. 6-10, 10-5, 13-3, 9-7, 6-10, 7-9, 11-5, 10-6, 11-5, 12-4, 9-7, 11-5. Man, Bill Cowher goes way back. Chuck Noll won Coach of the Year in '89 and was gone a few years later. That's just how they do it out in the Berg. 91 was his last year. Oh, yeah, they went 9-7 and then 7-9. So Chuck Noll was Coach of the Year in '89, gone after the 91 season. 2 seasons later, he forgot how to coach. Same record the next season, 9-7. Oh yeah, wild card playoffs with the Oilers, 26-23 in OT. And then Bill Cowher was Coach of the Year his first year in '92. He took over a decent team, I guess. Not great. Oh, Louis Lips, Offensive Rookie of the Year in '84. But that's a team that had been to the AFC Championship in '84, divisional round in '89. So Cowher takes over, and they have some success in the playoffs. Bill Cowher took them to the playoffs. after taking over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years in a row. And then for 3 straight years, he didn't make the playoffs. And then he made it 2 more times, losing in the divisional round in the AFC Championship game. 6-10, 15-1, Super Bowl. And then at 8-8, they told him get the fuck out. It's crazy. So, yeah, Steelers they don't hire a lot of coaches. They just don't. I don't know. I guess since it's not my team, it's different, but thank you, Joe Pro, for making my point. Oh yeah, good job on the donations yesterday. Sorry I missed the show. Oh, it's all good. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and be a Mike Tomlin apologist. I think if you're a Steelers fan, you want him gone. You get what you deserve. Do you know how hard it is to find a fucking good coach? It is not easy. It is not easy. But every dog has his day, and every good thing comes to an end. So, all right, let's talk some Barry on Deck fantasy. Let's do that, because I have in my hands your fantasy scores. Yeah, see? Yes. Is this it? Yes. Okay. Here's your scores for week 13. Week 13. In the NFL. Let me get some music over here. There we go. All right, here's what it looks like. League 1. Jenny's mom and Uriel Villanueva. Ooh-wee. That one came down to it. No, it didn't. 122-84. Jenny's mom got her ass whooped. I mean, whooped by Uriel. Now they're both 7-6. Mimi and FJ were in a close one, a real close one. FJ's Boo Rose toe and toe beat Mimi's magnificent team 104-103. Sylvia and Dr. Dre on 290. This one wasn't close. Dre wins 122-91. Dre's now 8-5. Sylvia falls 7-6. Total Dallas beat Black Sheep 110-103. Total Dallas improves to 7-6. Black Sheep 4-9. And last but not least, Dandy Dan beat Alex Villanueva 134-87. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your League One scores. Now, hear me when I say, I'm trying to drive you to the store, Miss Daisy. Let's see, 3, 4, and then I just need the numbers. Son of a bitch, that's not the numbers. That's not the numbers. Where the fuck is the numbers? Some bitch. I wanted to show you the standings for League One. And as soon as I find the league ID, plug it into this little dealy bopper here. There's League 2, League 3. And League 4. By the way, I don't blame you guys for my sickness. This is definitely a Nora thing. She definitely got me sick. 100%. I've had the all injury team in both of my fantasy leagues. Yeah, me too. Tony's at fantasy playoffs this week and half my roster's on bye. Yep. B. Hannah said, I'll come back after fantasy. Oh, it didn't go good for you, did it, buddy? No, don't you know? If I got to sit through this shit, so do y'all. We do this for you. All right, here is League One. Here we go. There's League One standings. There it is. There's your eliminated, and here's your playoffs. Right there. Hurt So Good, which is Dandy Dan. So Dandy Dan and Dr. Dre on 290 are 1 and 2. Jenny, his mom, is 3, and Sylvia ended up 4th. You had Total Dallas and Drafting While Intoxicated, which was Uriel. Both finished 7 and 6, but didn't make the playoffs. There was a 4-way tie at 7 and 6, but it goes based off of points. Points 4. And Total Dallas had 1,400. Dr. Dre had 1,400, which is why they did not make it. No, Dre. Oh no, damn. Dre only had 1,400 points and finished 8 and 5. What the fuck? He's cheating. Who was it? Oh, my pronouns are weed and boy. Yeah, 1,492. Here's the rank. There we go. That makes it easier. But and Drafting While Intoxicated, 1,456. So that's why they ended up where they're at. Mimi had 1,500 points and worst record. I hate that. I hate it when that happens. All right, so that's League 1. League 2. Looking like this. Your matchup of the week was Jesus and his Here For You to Hate team at 9 and 4. Taking on BCH 420's Brian's best team at 6 and 7. Well, Jesus was 9 and 3. Brian was 5 and 7. And Brian wins by 2 points, 107 to 105. So good job, Brian. So for those of you that had, here it is right there. There's the matchup. Don't worry about the errors. You got to fix that formula. But that was our matchup of the week. CC improved to 8 and 5, beating Chris from Sam Houston 106 to 67. Donna, my sweet, sweet Donna, whooped my ass. And she won 120 to 109. And she improved to 8 and 5. I fell to 6 and 7 out of the fucking playoffs. Spoon beat Rev House 155 to 119. Spoon 9 and 4. House 5 and 8. And last but certainly not least, KD with 117 points. Sam was 75. KD 9 and 4. Sam 4 and 9. So your League 2 standings, they're right here. There you go. There's your 4 playoff teams. Number 1 seed is Jerry Jones's Ego, which is KD. Number 2 is the better Barry Laminack, which is Spoon. Number 3 was Jesus is Here For You to Hate. And number 4 was Donna, first year fantasy player, Team Joe Shiesty, making the playoffs in her first season at 8 and 5. Well done, Donna. CC was also 8 and 5, but didn't have enough points. So she out of the playoffs. Donna had 1,607 points. CC had 1,552. Your boy was a 6 with 1,511, then 1,509. Look at the house, 1,557. No luck. So there you go. Shit, my bad. All right, that's League 2 in Fantasy. So you'll have KD versus Donna, Spoon versus Jesus there. Over in League 1, it will be, what we say Hurt So Good was? Dandy Dan. So that'll be Dandy Dan versus Sylvia and Dr. Dre versus Jenny's mom in that league. All right, League 3 scores looking like this. Tony the Handsome improves to 11 and 2. By far the best record in fantasy. Tony 11 and 2, beating Potch 108 to 98. Potch is 6 and 7. Walt beat Cisco Walt 6-7, Cisco 8-5. It was 122 to 116. The Real improved to 5-8, beating Amos 122 to 101. Amos falls to 8-5. Lisa improves to 5-8. Joel and Titan Hugo in the Battle of the Suck. Joel wins 110 to 94. Both teams definitely weren't making the playoffs. And Mr. Beer for Breakfast, Jared Taylor, took on Josh, aka 713 Hooligan, and lost 118 to 71. Josh 9-4, Jared 5-8. And so your League 3 standings look as such. Tony the Handsome, Josh, give him the old Watt Tua, which is Cisco. And Amos, who I think Amos was one of them cats that was like, I don't want to play fantasy. Oh, well, looky here. Look who's in the playoffs. Yeah. Get you some. So there you go. Tony was 11-2. Josh 9-4. Cisco and Amos 8-5. And if you're curious how much the others missed by, Amos had 1,458 points. Potch had almost 1,600 and didn't make the playoffs. I'd be so goddamn angry. I mean, I would just be livid. Sucks for you, Potch. Last but not least, League 4. League 4 looks like this. John Wessling and his Dr. Macho crew lost to Clarence. Clarence getting a win in the last regular season game. 142 to 87. Clarence 3-10. John Wessling 9-4. Jen falls to 7-6. Mark G beat her 118 to 101. Mark now 6-7. Keith Sager put a whooping on Perry, 150 to 71. Keith now 7-6. Perry now 6-7. Heartthrob falls to 6-7, losing to AJB 99-91. AJB also 6-7. And then Skiggity lost to Jeff Bell 129 to 104. Jeff Bell 6-7. Skiggity 9-4. And so your league playoffs look as such. Skiggity's Austin Isotopes is first. John Wessling second. Keith Sager third. And Jen's Pure Royalty fourth. Just sneaking in there. She backdoored it. Here's what it looks like points-wise. Jen had a better record than Heartthrob, I believe. Yeah, 7-6. Heartthrob was 6-7. Heartthrob was the first team out, but he had 1,600 points. Heartthrob had the second highest point total in the league and did not make the playoffs. Do you know how mad I would be? I would be so angry. I had 1,613 points. Nobody even comes close, and I'm out. Fuck yourselves. Every one of you. This is why I hate head-to-head. I've always hated head-to-head. This is why I don't play head-to-head in baseball, because it's just about statistics and all that shit. Fuck all that. That is stupid. So there you go. Heartthrob was the first one out, then Jeff Bell, then Mark, then Perry, and then AJB and Clarence. Excuse me. So there's your playoff matchups. Now, as a reminder, people, when it comes to the playoffs, let's see, league schedule. We don't play week 18, okay? So as a reminder, just take a look here. Playoffs are, the first round of the playoffs is 2 weeks. It's week 14 and week 15. So it's your combined score from the 2 weeks. It's not just one and done. You got to beat them over 2 weeks. So you may have a killer week 1, week 14 in the NFL. But if your team sucks in week 15, you might lose your round. So you just need to know that. All right? Just need to be prepared for that. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why is that there? Why is that? I don't understand that. There's the playoff bracket. Oh, good. Me and Cece get to play each other for 2 weeks for fucking absolutely nothing. There is no runner-ups. I will just tell you now, you don't have to. We're not going to be going over the results from the consolation ladder from every league because that's fucking stupid. Okay? That is fucking stupid. So we're not doing that. We'll just go over the playoff teams. So just get over it. All right. I think that's it. League standings. Yeah. All right. Now, as far as the matchup of the week goes, that will come from the playoff brackets. So I'll pick the closest of the playoff teams will be, yeah. I need to go mark the playoff teams in there. That's probably fortuitous. All right, so you had BZH versus Jesus in your matchup of the week. And as we saw, Brian ended up winning. And so, we have a 5-way tie atop the leaderboard. With 4 weeks to go. You got 4 weeks left in the year. And we have a 5-way tie. Alex Villanueva, myself, Cece, Donna, and Titan Hugo all have 8 points. Now, I will remind you, if there is a tie like that, then it's the whole pot, which right now sits at $176, would be split 5 ways. That's just how it works. I'm not doing none of this tiebreaker shit. Just splitting it 5 ways. It's fucking easier that way. All right. In the hunt, Total Dallas has 6. Jeff Bell, Jen, and Mark, and Terrence all have 4. PB Dubs, Sylvia, and Spoon have 3. Crystal Sam, Houston, Keith Sager, Christopher Mina, and the real Lisa all have 2 points. The number of points next to your name is how many dollars you will get back at the end of the season from your $20 that you put into the pot. 2 of those goes toward the winner pool. And then however many picks you get right the rest of the season is what you get back. All right. So right now, 5-way tie. Anybody's game with 4 weeks left in the pick'em contest. It's anybody's game. The winners this week, by the way, if you need to know, just the 2 of us. Not us. Just the 2. Only 2 people. Only 2 people. And it was Cece and where the fuck did it go? Cece and Jeff Bell were the only 2 that picked it right. Cece and Jeff Bell were the only 2 that got it right. Tank Hugo says, so it's probably best to get second place. No. There is no second place. If 2 teams are tied for first, there is no second place. You split the whole pot. Second place is first loser if there's a tie. Because, like, if you look at how they do ties, you lose the slot or all of the slots where the tie exists. So, for example, if, let's see, let me turn on my, there it is. Get out of here. Get out of here. If let me get some yellow going here. So, like, it would look like this if you were writing it. It would be like 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'd be places 1 through 5. So Total Dallas would be 6th place. And then you would have a tie for 7th. But that would actually be 7, 8, 9, 10. So PB Dubs finished in 11th place, but it was a 3-way tie for 11th. 11, 12, 13. So now this is 14. Get it? So that's really how the places shape out or shape up. So you go from first to sixth with a 5-way tie for first. And that's why you would split the 176 5 ways. But remember, not only do you get this money, but you get this money. Everybody gets this money. Everybody gets this number back. So even Lisa, she's going to get $2 back no matter what. Second place, so Total Dallas is getting $6 back no matter what. If he never gets another pick right the rest of the year, he's still getting $6 back. But all of these would essentially split 176 divided by 5 plus their number. So what is that? What is 176? So that's $35.20 per person. Plus, they all had eight correct picks, so they would get their $8 back. So it'd be a total of $43.20. Total. Capiche? That's how it works. What? All right. I hope that makes sense. I hope I explained it properly. I'll have your matchup of the week for tomorrow. For this weekend. Don't forget that. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, that's fantasy. Any questions? Any questions, dear? TD may be in 6th place, but he'll always be last in our hearts. I read it wrong. I thought I saw first place 176. No, that was total pot. First place was 123. Second place was 52. So total pot is 176. And I ain't got to double, triple check my math just to make sure that is right. This is all, as you guys know, I operate in a spreadsheet 1000%. Yeah, it's right. 13 weeks. Total points. All right, cool. Total deposits were $340. So there you go. What was that? Oh, I owe some people some shit. Hold on here. Let me see. Yesterday. Donna, thank you for resubscribing. Donna resubscribed for 20 months for 43 months. Love you, Donna. PB Dubs resubscribed for 43 months. Thank you, PB Dubs. And Jen, thank you for the 100 bits. Jen said, let's do some shots to celebrate yesterday. I'm here for it. All I got to do is make spaghetti. That's it. Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen. What? Yesterday was fucking amazing. Damn, Terrence said I can't, still at work. Damn it. Yesterday was fucking amazing. It was so much fun. I saw some of you on the way out saying this is your favorite show of the year. And I'm so glad to hear that. It is a lot of fun. It was my favorite roast show by far. Just getting to watch you guys roast each other was a lot of fun. And, no, not one shot for every dollar, Alex. What a dumbass idea. What a stupid idea. This is why no one ever in the history of ever was like, let's put Alex Villanueva in charge of ideas. Because he comes up with dumb shit like, duh, you should do a shot for every dollar. 1,280 shots would only kill somebody. Jackass. So, this shot of small batch Basil Hayden that I got from Cisco, love you, buddy, thank you, is for you guys. And I will, just have to do it out of the glass. That was dirty as fuck. Jen just resubscribed for 45 months. For 46 months, and that's a hype train, bitches. Jen out here single-handedly. Oh no, along with PB Dubs. Straight. Real talk though. Man, you guys never cease to amaze me. The shit that we can pull off as a community. We may not be the biggest. I said this on my social media post and I was bragging about what we did yesterday. We may not be the biggest, but by God, I will put us up against anybody. Anybody. I love you guys. I'm proud of you guys. I'm honored to be a part of this with you. Cheers, deckheads. Y'all are the shit. God damn, that's tasty. Joe Bro! He said, choo choo, bitch. Thank you for the 303 biddies, my friend. And Joe Bro, more importantly, thank you for being the MVP of the roast yesterday, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Joe Pro. His roasting, amazing. Also, shout out to Jared Taylor for donating $300 during yesterday's roast. Unbelievable. Jared Taylor, thank you for your selflessness and your generosity, man. So much appreciated. And Joe Pro, don't sleep on Joe Pro and his contributions. I would have to go back and add it up, but in the little countdown thing, let's see. Oh, where the fuck do you go to it? I don't know if I can find it, but Joe Pro, I want to say he was almost at, or maybe north of $200 in bits. Thank you for that, Joe Pro. You and Mark, man. I mean, you and Jared and Mark. I saw Mark's name pop up. Mark, you the MVP. No, you're the MRP, most roasted player. You got the shit roasted out of you, Mark. That was, you couldn't have sent a better pick. And I did decide, I don't know who said it. Yes, Miss Jared. I don't know who said this, but whoever said that Mark looked like a proof of life photo. I think that was my favorite. It is so fucking funny. Just the phrase proof of life photo was fucking fantastic. Oh my God. That was so great. So that was Terrence. That was you. That was my favorite bit. That was my favorite joke. I don't know who said it, but that shit had me dying. Nora was like, what was your favorite? I was like, I think it was when somebody said that Mark looked like proof of life, a proof of life photo from a kidnapping. I think it was about Mark. Was it about Mark? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was about Mark. Oh my God. And my second favorite one was Sam's roast of Donna. When he said Donna looks like she IDs all of her black neighbors and still calls the cops because she doesn't believe them. And Joe Pro had so many fucking hilarious things. It's hard to remember them all because it was not just volume, people. It was not just volume. It was quality and quantity from Joe Pro. It was amazing work yesterday. Amazing. But those two jokes I think were my favorites. But there were so many. But those stood out. Oh, that was Jeff. I did the one about Singapore caning. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Terrence said Mark now knows how it feels to be total Dallas. Ain't that the truth? Joe Bro said best money I ever spent, $5 of hate at a time. Brother, you impressed the fuck out of me with your roasting skills yesterday, Joe Bro. Not gonna lie. It was quality and quantity. And some people can't do that. Some people, it's just, here's a bunch of stuff. Oh my God, the shrimp allergy eyes. Jesus Christ. When Dre sent me that, I was like, oh my God. There was so many great moments. So many. So again, thank you all for that. It was fantastic. And if you don't know or didn't know, I did. Cisco said we out here doing God's work and feeding the community like Nino Brown. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change. I can't think of New Jack City without thinking of Martin, the Martin scene when he lost his CD player and he had that fake fucking dog. That's the greatest scene in TV history. TV history. It was the greatest. And I always end up going to that when someone mentions New Jack City. I just can't get it out of my head. But if you missed it, and Joe Bro, thank you for the 303 bits. Oh, that's so true. So true, Joe Pro. Joe Pro said, here's the secret. Everybody involved has been here since day one. You got to know the folks you roast. That's a fact. Joe Pro's so wise. So wise. Here, just in case. So there's the donation. There it went. It was a grand total of $1,314.16. Shout out to Donna for paying the 2.6% fee that they get charged for processing it. Now, I could have said, no, you can pay it yourself, Food Bank. And I probably would have had Donna not stepped up. And Donna was like, I'll pay the fee. So shout out to Donna for covering another 2% of what we raised yesterday so that the food bank got every single penny of the money we raised. It's already been donated. And on top of that, as I mentioned yesterday, it is, whoopsie, I fucked that up. Here we go. It was triple match. Chevron has donated like $100,000, and so any money donated to the food bank was being triple matched. So that means, this number here was actually times 3. So it came out to be $3,840 is what we technically raised with the matching. And that, my friends, equaled 11,520 meals for people around the Houston area. That's fucking amazing. That's absolutely amazing. You guys are shit. Honestly. So proud of us and proud of that, for sure. Could not be prouder. Jen said, I have an idea. Uh-oh. Jen has an idea. Everybody shut the fuck up. Jen has an idea. Uriel said, I ain't ever letting Joe Pro see a picture of me. Alex said, oh, what's your idea? Ban Total Dallas? No. Then who would you pick on, Alex? You would probably end up being the one getting picked on. Jen, what's the idea? Let's see. I'm glad it's already sent. Didn't want the food bank turning it down because they felt this money ain't clean. Oh, trust me. Not after the Snap debacle. I don't think the food bank was turning down any money whatsoever. I just found out I'm opening tomorrow at the Punchline. Can you open tomorrow for Rafi Bastos? They just told us yesterday he was supposed to bring. This is a 2-person show. Okay. Cool. Okay, Jen's going to text me the idea. I wanted to roast Flip so bad. Yeah. Anybody shocked Flip didn't show for the roast show? Yeah, that's true. Joe Bro said, I don't need a picture. I roast Brian Pettit for grammar. Spoon for being Spoon. True that. Definitely true that. All right. Barry said, was it Joe Pro who said solve kids' hunger by showing Total Dallas pics and make them lose their appetite? I don't know who was that. I don't know. Oh my God, Terrence Allen would have loved yesterday. So would Demetrius. D-Mata would have loved it. And Allen would have too. And they both would have sent in pictures to get roasted. I know them. They both would have been like, yes, roast me, please. Y'all remember when I was roasting prom pictures? That was fun. Didn't we do a prom picture roast on this show? I think we did a prom picture roast. So much fun. If he got to pay, he going to stay away. Ain't that the truth, CC? Ain't that the fucking truth? Flipped like, oh, money involved. I'm out. Nope. Told Dallas, Jen's idea, a step stool for AV. Yeah, Alan would have loved yesterday for sure. Oh, fuck. Jen's idea said, but you gotta do some work. Fuck. Cece's lurking at the gym. Damn, that's all right. If it's a good idea, it's worth it to do the work. Barry, when you roasted me, I don't know who got it, me or my cousin in the pic. I think both of you got it. I think I was roasting everybody. That's what I said. If there was somebody in the pic, fair game. Don't be sending me no pic with somebody you don't want to get roasted. I would never send you a pic of me and Nora for you to just roast me. You crazy. Look at that. My wife responding. We would have been like the drunk raccoon on the bathroom floor if Alan would have been here. Oh my God. I can't even imagine what Alan would have sent us. I can't even imagine. I told Nelson I'm making a t-shirt. I was roasted by Joe Bro. Speaking of, we got to get those. Jim, we got to start getting our shit together. I'm ready to make them. I just need to know what sizes and shit. So, Jen, you and I probably need to talk on my drive to Dallas on Friday. No, I'm sorry, San Antonio. Dallas is next Friday. Driving to San Antonio this Friday. So we'll get on the same page for the shirts and get that taken care of. As I mentioned to you guys before, doing a new round of shirts. If you're an OG Deckhead, that means you've been a Patreon member. If you're an OG Deckhead that's been a Patreon member for the first year, you'll get your shirt for free. You'll get it for free. You'll get it mailed for free. It'll all come in the mail. All right. For those of you that are Patreon members, but haven't been there for up to the first year, no worries. You'll still get your shirt for $10. I'm just asking you to cover the cost of shipping because it's so goddamn expensive nowadays just to ship anything. So if you are a current Patreon member, you can get the shirt for $10, and that just is really just to cover the cost of shipping and like materials and shit like that. And if you're not a Patreon member, but you want one, you can absolutely buy a shirt. Jen, I forgot what we said we were charging for them. I don't know. Was it 25 or 30 for a Barry on Deck shirt? I don't remember, but if you want one, I can get that made for you. Mark said I better update my address. Yeah, that's the thing. Two things I need from you guys. If you want a shirt, you need to... What? Fuck! I am working, people. This is why I turn this shit off. I am busy. Deb said shirt pickup at Greenspoint parking lot. I probably am not going to risk life and limb to deliver your shirts. But no, it's other texts. Jen said, bitch, that's my text. It was other texts. I'm getting a slew of them. And I'm going to read them all afterwards. I'm not reading them while I'm live on air. Unless, well, I'll read yours. Yours is probably important. Oh, that's interesting. I think my comedian friends, though, Jen, would probably be like, no, I don't want to do that. But we could get somebody. I just don't know. I know as a comic, if somebody asked me, I'd be like, nope. No. But I like that. I think there's something there. I definitely think there's something there. But yeah, that is a lot of work. Slice all the jokes. I like this. And I already have a couple people in mind that I think would do it. I like it. All right. It gives me something to go off of. Mark Jesus addresses Buffalo Bill's house located at 8 Circle Street Lane. Mark's in a well, putting lotion on his skin. Told Alice said shirt pickup at Truman's neighborhood rec center. Invite Simone Biles. No, fuck no. Joe Rosen, sir, do you really live in a ditch? You seem to move more than I do. You did earn your Christmas bonus, Jen. 100%. Mark said, don't ship my shirt. I'll wait till a Hop Scholar event and get it from you there. Oh, okay. That works. I can do that. All right, yeah, so get your addresses updated and then notify Jen that you either are, and it's Jen at BarryOnDeck.com. You can notify her that your address is updated, you want your shirt, and, you know, if you've been a Patreon member for at least the first year, it'll be free. If not, if you're a Patreon member, but it was after year one, so May of 2020 to May of 2021, you would have to have joined by May 11, 2021, essentially. Then you'll get it. So, and yeah, send your size as well. All right. We probably should just put together a quick little notice, Jen, that I can send out to everybody and post on the Discord. So I'll do that. But if you want your mob name on it, I'll put your mob name on it for you. And yeah, don't make Jen guess. She's going to put everybody in a 3XL, you fat sons of bitches. Roast is over. So you want to get the right size. You know, some of y'all, if I had to guess, you know, you never know, because you know what really complicates sizing shirts? Titties. Titties really fucks it up. And some of you cats have really big titties. Some of you dudes, your titties fuck up. I'm not talking about the decades. That was easy. It's them dude titties that really fuck it up. All right. Uh-oh. Am I all caught up, Joe Pro? Got that. Yep. I saran wrapped them down, Cisco said. No, Perry said so. DM Jen on Discord. No, email her. Email her. Jen at BarryOnDeck.com. I just said it. I just said email her at Jen at CC. So who you telling? Jen at BarryOnDeck.com. Email her so she has it all in one place. Okay? Jen's like, who you telling? Oh, the dudes. Okay. Yeah. 100%. Jen said Perry can DM her. Nobody else can. Wow. That's a black thing, people. Yeah. She was like, Jen said, if you're white, don't private message me. Way to go, Jen. Way to spread racism in the community. Okay, just get the fuck out of here. All right. They are partners in pie. Leave them alone. True that. Don't have boobs, but definitely have a beer belly, so 3x me. Yeah. Titties and belly. That's a hell of a combination, too. If you got both, damn. Spoon said, I'm a ginger, can I? Yeah. Gingers, like, that's the thing, like, when it comes to race, it's like you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, or I guess Latino. But like gingers, people are like, gingers are white. Well, they're really not, though. Gingers are not white. They're inbred. So it really doesn't count. It's like they're their own race, really. It's like the Hills Have Eyes and red hair. That was the sequel nobody saw, but that's kind of what it is. The Hills Have Eyes and red hair. And, look, Spoon's mad. What the fuck? You calling me inbred? I mean, I've seen your mustache. If that's not a fucked up chromosome, I don't know what is. Okay. Why am I roasting Spoon? The roast is over. The roast was yesterday. Nobody's getting paid for this. Oh my God, Spoon, I'm so sorry. Gingers are Temu whites. No! Stop trying to fix my joke, Total Dallas. It was fine the way it was. You just fucked it up. I thought the roast was yesterday. I know. Was once my own cousin. That's hilarious. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. What a week so far. We have one day to go. And it's going to be a good one. We didn't get to NFL. We'll do that tomorrow. We did get that college football talk in, so we got that. And man, I do have a couple videos that I found that I would like to share with you that hopefully we'll have some time to do so tomorrow, especially since we got the fantasy out of the way today. So tomorrow we'll do our pick'em contest. And then we'll go from there. What up, Flip? Thank you, sir. Trey is from Baytown. Barry owes me $5. What do I owe you $5 for, Spoon? Oh, for the roast. That's true. I'll send you $5. Love you, Donna. Fingers crossed, looking like nasty weather tomorrow. Oh, fuck. Yeah, well, if it doesn't, I'll make sure, and Jen will make sure that I do my job and post the matchup on the Discord. All right, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we don't get any stupid ass power outages, but you know how it goes. Rain from midnight to tomorrow's show. Well, that means I'm gonna be without power the whole fucking time. I better hurry up and make this fucking spaghetti. Peace out, Perry. Love you, brother. Love you, Uriel. You're the best, man. Jeff Bell. Bye, CC. Oh, I fucking love that so much. CC's like mid-workout. CC's probably just aggro lifted. Fuck you, Jeff. She said, bye, bitch. CC don't never cuss. She said, look, she couldn't even do it. JK, love you, Belle. JK, she couldn't do it. She couldn't even let it go. 22 seconds. Couldn't do it. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. 9 seconds, actually. That's hilarious. Hey, love you, Cisco. Thank you, brother. Spoon. Can generator? Yeah, no shit. Boy, you think about that. That would have been a nice down payment on a generator from yesterday's roast show, right? One of these days, kids. One of these days. Hey, love you, Mark. Cece's curling vodka bottles. Tony said Cece's not getting to heaven now. I love it. You guys are fucking. I love this goddamn community so much. Everybody is so funny. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your evening. Let's get ready to finish up the week strong. In the meantime, do me 3 favors. Be safe. Be kind. Most importantly, love each other. And I will see y'all tomorrow. God, what a fun show. What a fun 2 shows. You guys are so funny, man. Y'all make this show so much more fun. So good. All right. That's why you're sick. What? What's why I'm sick? I don't even feel sick. I feel fine. I sound like shit, but I feel fine. Bye, Jen. Love you. Oh, Spoon, be kind. Ha. Hey, you only roast the ones you love. Inbred hillbilly. What? And he's making a YouTube video.